Yo, what is up, everybody? Back again. Y'all already know what
Nail,
it is.
play that shit.
Oh yeah!
Oh man, this man got the background.
You already know, man. Get that money, man. Get that money. Take to the house. Ain't no fucking shit. Easy money. Easy money. Well, it should be easy money, but like
Look,
I
knock
said,
on wood. Knock on wood.
Look at the rookies we drafted. We got Dean and we got Davis. Two from Florida. It doesn't get better than that shit.
yeah, put that shit up.
As Ricky Bobby said, if you ain't first,
You're
you're
last.
last.
Exactly.
Second place is at 2.
Definitely gonna make up for it.
Trust me. I need a sports podcast, man. I need it. Yo, what is good, everybody? I need a sports podcast back in action. And it's the worst part of the year, man. NBA Finals just wrapped up. It's summertime. NFL doesn't start for another training camp don't start for another month and a half, and the actual season don't start for another 2 to 3 months. So we kind of in limbo, but we're gonna start getting these, off-season NFL videos out. And today we're kicking off our summer series. We're gonna begin to go through the top 10 skill positions for the upcoming 2024-25 season of the NFL. Should be an exciting year. A lot of players that are on the rise, a lot of players that have some high upside from the draft coming in. And it should be a good year, man. So y'all already know who I'm rocking with. Cam, he's rocking with his Texans. Swan got his Eagles, and Chris, we just not gonna say his team because
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see how he's faring. Yeah, man. For this, we're gonna do top 10 skill positions on the offensive side of the ball: quarterback, running back, wide receiver. So yeah, we're gonna kick it off. What do y'all want to kick it off with?
We could do running backs.
Running backs.
Yeah,
running backs. And before we do start, so like I said, this is for the upcoming 2024-25 season. So I'm gonna let everybody kind of tell, what went into their formula of picking their top 10. Like whether that be eye test, projection on what they finna do this year, maybe something based off what you've seen last year. Go ahead and tell the folks how you came up with your top 10. And that's who
I came with mine. Mostly, I say like 70% eye test, 15% what they kind of showed last year, and where am I at with that? 15% kind of like potential. Like whatever their offensive scheme is this year, if they got all their whole team, I think that's a part of it. So 70, 15, 15.
Okay.
So like mine's came out pretty much on how they ended, the 2023 season, and then it also dives apart. Like some running backs had departed and went to like new systems and new teams, and so like my ranking also deals with how I could see them going to the 2024-2025 season in a new system, team, everything like that. And then lastly, also it deals with just overall projections, see like what they have done the previous years and what can they do, moving forward to the next season, especially with age and wear and tear comes to play now.
Sure. Cam, what about you?
Pretty much the same thing. Eye test is a major thing for me. You know that I'm big on what I see out there. So I got that, and then just being consistent throughout the years. I know I'm gonna have a few guys on here that's obviously just kind of starting off or whatever. But other than that, other guys being consistent. And then the other one just had in my head being consistent and and what they did off of last year also plays a factor.
Okay, that's fair. And as for me, it's really just eye test, and then eye test doesn't. I say eye test is probably around like 30. It's really what I'm projecting them to do this year. So, like, as we go through it, y'all see some things like to the outside listener, maybe even y'all might be like, "What?" But it's not like I'm not saying they not, the right ranking. It's just like I said, new systems, maybe new coordinators, new players around them. That's kind of really what factored into me and how this is kind of my projection for what I see like happening this year and how they perform. But obviously, it's like I said, it's June 19th. Um, these lists are completely fluid. We don't know what's going to happen within the next couple months of training camp, preseason, all that. Obviously, you don't want to see injuries, but injuries are a part of the game. And then once we get into the season, like someone, starts balling out, they gonna move up the list. You know how Stephen A says it's top 5. The list is fluid. This ain't nothing concrete. It's just how I'm feeling right now as of June 19th. So yeah, we're gonna hop into running backs. We're gonna go from 10 to 1. You'll give you your player, then kind of go into what factored into giving them the ranking that they got. So we're gonna kick it off with number 10. We'll swing it to Swan first. Who you got as your number 10 running back for this upcoming NFL season?
That's when it gets interesting. I'm not gonna lie. If I had to put number 10, it'd probably be James Cook as number 10.
Cook. I didn't even think of him. That's a good one. They kept Joe Brady as the OC, and once he got the OC, they kind of became a more run dominant team last year,
Yeah.
and then they started using him out the backfield. I know whatever week we played him in the regular season, James Cook went off that week. I think he had like 3 touchdowns and like 200 all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
So
he went off against the Cowboys.
yeah, that was the exact time frame they started going on their little win streak in the season.
I had him on fantasy, bro. He was my fantasy king, bro. He was crazy on fantasy.
And I mean, they did lose Diggs this offseason, so I would assume his role kind of increases even more. And then I think, Joe Brady saw that utilizing the run game kind of helps Josh Allen a little bit more, so he's not forced to try to play superhero ball as much. But yeah, I'm not mad at that one. He did not make my list, but he definitely has a good argument to be in the top 10. What about you, Chris?
James didn't make my list either. I don't even have a number 10 just because when I was looking at the running backs on the rosters, I just felt like anything past 9 was kind of like a melting pot. Like I really don't know who could be number 10, but I know who the top 9. So I don't got a number 10. But James Cook is a good one. I respect that.
Cam?
Yeah. I think 9, 10, 11, like all the after 9, with 9 and below, I think all those can be like guys like James Cook, Devin Achane, other guys like that. But what I got at 10, I actually got Kyron Williams. He kind of just popped on the scene last year. The year before he was injured. He played like the last 6 games, whatever. But man, last year he was a workhorse.
PPR beast. Bro.
Yes. He can do it all. He gets 20 plus touches a game. When healthy, that's the biggest thing with him, honestly. Honestly, is when healthy, he's great, but it's the health thing with him. And I know they got Blake Corum coming in next year or this year or whatever, so that's probably gonna take away his touches. But man, from what I seen last year, he is a dog, and
he's a beast.
I think he deserved to be 10.
Yeah, no, that's a good one, especially in McVay's system. Yeah, scheming it up. He had a couple. I think there was some streak he had last year. I don't remember if it was touchdowns or getting over 100 plus yards or so. But he had some nice streak last year towards the tail end of the season, and he was going off. I'm blanking right now, but I know he did have some type of off-season surgery that's kept him out of the first set of OTAs. Yeah. But he should be ready to go come season time. And yeah, that dude is a beast. I'm sure he will be jumping up on draft boards come fantasy season this time around. But as for my number 10, I got 2 people, and this is really based on projections of what I think they can be with their. It's not that they're new teams, but like this year's obviously it's a new team every year, and then they've had flashes of what we think they could be. But I'm gonna go with my guy Pop Pacheco, and I'm going with Brees Hall. As for Isaiah Pacheco, ever since he's gotten the league, we haven't. That's the year we got rid of Tyreek, so we face more loaded boxes. This year, from reports at training camp, we're airing it out way more. We're gonna have a lighter box with all the speed we got on the outside. We got a great interior offensive line. I think Isaiah might be able to get his first 1,000-yard rushing season as long as he stays healthy. Obviously, we know how hard the dude runs, trying to kill the ground with each step. So I think third year in the NFL, things will finally fully click for him. People kind of forget that he's literally come in, and this was his second year, first 2 years, 2 Super Bowls. So he's still very much learning a complex Andy Reid offense, but that third year is kind of usually when it really clicks for players in that system. So I'm expecting a big year for him. But obviously on the flips end, we got Patrick Mahomes. So it's not like we're going to be, running the ball every play. We're going to be airing it out. But with his opportunities, I think he'll succeed. And as for Brees Hall, he's got finally a healthy offseason in the NFL. He was looking like he was headed to be rookie of the year possibly a few years ago. Then he tears his ACL, comes back last year, just kind of getting back to himself. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers goes out. You're stuck with Zach Wilson. You're also facing loaded boxing now. Aaron Rodgers comes back this year. As long as he can stay healthy, they got Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams on the outside. I think Brees Hall will be able to get back to some of those flashes we've seen from his rookie year. I think he could potentially be a standout player for that Jets offense moving forward. So I kind of got them split at 10. You take either or, but those are two guys I felt that should crack the top 10. And I guess we really just keep the same order and keep this going. Who you got at 9, Swan?
For 9, I'm gonna go. Matter of fact, I got my thing right here. I don't know what I'm looking.
I was gonna say going off the dome is crazy.
I was like, yeah.
Going off the dome is crazy.
Now I'm gonna go Isaiah Pacheco, only because the first 2 years, obviously he did a minimum role. He didn't hit 1K yards yet, but with the system and everything going to this year, I feel like he can finally hit the 1K yard. And I agree with you saying the third year is always the year for the players break out, especially in the NFL, since everything go by so quick, especially for running backs. So I got Isaiah Pacheco as number 9. I feel like he's gonna take a leap to where he could be a 1K yard rusher, Pro Bowl again, and go back to Super Bowl. So I got him.
And that's you're right. I honestly got his rookie year, even though we all knew he could be pretty good because it's Andy Reid, don't usually play rookies on. He didn't even get the starting spot to week 9 and week 10, and that was only because Clyde got hurt. But for the longest, he would just get spare touches here and there, and then he got the role and he just took over from there. He ain't get the starting spot back since then. So yeah, I think year 3 we might see a beast pop Pacheco for real that we haven't seen yet. So what about you at 9?
You said me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 9, I didn't hear. I don't know. It broke up or something. Said, what about you at 9? I was like, who? No, at 9, I got Saquon. I got Saquon Barkley at 9. Yeah, I do. I don't know, bro. I think it's not his fault. It's not his fault, bro. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But look, this is why, Cam, and it's not because I think because he don't. Honestly, running back list kind of to I think Cam had said it earlier in his points and making why he made his list. The running back list is just a list of consistencies and then list of what you've seen guys do and what you think they could do in the future. Saquon is a very consistent running back. You know what you're going to get from him. A reason I put him at 9 though, in regards to what he's going to do next season, is because with the Eagles, if I'm not mistaken, y'all did not throw the ball as much as y'all did 2 seasons ago.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. So in my eyes, if I'm the Eagles, I'm going to start moving back towards that. Because I think that's why y'all struggled this year. Well, not that y'all struggled, but Jalen. I think Jalen never really caught a groove throwing the ball like he did the year prior. So I'm thinking that in y'all system, maybe Saquon doesn't get as many touches. Also, he's a hard runner as well. You gonna run him into the ground? I have him at 9 because of what I think he will give, not because of his talent.
That's fair.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Come on, man. Come on, I ain't crazy.
I see the reason. I still think 9's a little low for him, and
Well,
behind
shoot,
that,
I feel like 10 was a little low for Pacheco.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I didn't want y'all know I didn't want to be biased. I got a jersey on there.
He do got the
I really couldn't put him higher only because I just know like with Patrick Mahomes, how many touches will Pacheco really get to be a top 5 running back? And that's really what it boils down to. But I think honestly, I think he's higher than 10. But as far as projections go next year, I think that's where he'll kind of fall into. But I'm not mad at it. What about who you got at 9, Cam?
At 9, I got Joe Mixon.
Damn.
I was gonna put him at 10, but I was like,
I didn't think of Joe Mixon.
It's gonna be Joe Mixon or Damian Pierce, like them two. I like both of them really.
Yeah, newly acquired running back for the Texans. He falls into that consistency stat for me, whatever. I mean, if you go back and look, he's probably one of the better pass catching running backs in the league. Since he even came into the league, he's been so great. And then even last year, the team wasn't really that great. Didn't have Joe Burrow, and he still reached 1,000 yards rushing the ball. I think he still had double digits touchdowns also, if I'm not mistaken. But man, Joe Mixon, I mean, he passed the eye test also. I think this year he's going to be very, very well for us. He's going to see light boxes because I think we're going to be throwing the ball a lot this year. And yeah, man, I got Joe Mixon at 9.
That's a good one, bro. That's another one that just slipped my mind. Not on my list, but
running back's tricky, bro. Like,
yeah,
I feel like.
And that's why the market's so saturated. They don't want to pay him because they all can do everything. But no, he's definitely top 3 of pass catching backs out the backfield. And I think that's going to be pretty big for CJ because you might get a little more 2-shell coverage this year because he bombed it deep so much last year, and then him coming out the backfield catching it on a swing pass or screen passes. That could be deadly, definitely a added boost to that offense. So I like that pick a lot. For my 9, I got another kind of dual threat back, and he has the potential to be way better, but I just don't know because last year it felt like he was a rookie, so it's kind of understandable, but they kind of held off on him. But I got Jahmyr Gibbs at 9. I think he's supposed to be really good. I just don't know how much touches they're really going to give him in Detroit because they still got, Montgomery. So it's like Montgomery is a bell cow back. Jahmyr Gibbs in the NFL, so to speak, with his body type, I don't know if he's like an every down back. But if they can get him on the field more and generate him more touches, yeah, he's definitely can be top 5 easily. But as of right now, I just put him at 9. So, but I think he's definitely deserving.
Yeah. I got him. On my list also.
I got him on my list too, but damn, I'm wondering who at the top of Bryce's list. That's what I was. Well, not the top, but just.
Well, should I wonder who at the top of yours?
well, to be fair, everybody that's watching, these guys, they gonna know football way more than me. I'm just a Cowboys fanatic. I don't really care about the NFL.
And like I said, when we text whatever, I think running backs you could put them kind of like wherever, except for like the top 2.
It's hard.
Top 2 should be like I think everybody should have the top. Like let's see when we get there.
We probably don't have the top 1.
You definitely have the top 1.
But that's why
I think the second guy we should have the
okay. That's why I said it's very fluid. Like we get into the season and you see these guys getting more involved in the offense this year, and then the list it gets switched just like that. Like no, he's clearly like okay, he's getting the touches and he's producing. This is what I think it'd be. But in Detroit, I still don't even know if they'll actually start Jahmyr this year, even though I think he should. I still think they might just come out and be like, well, Montgomery is still running back 1, the first and second down back, and we bring Jahmyr in on 3rd, and sometimes we put him in on a first down. But I mean, shoot, I remember last year first game. he was kind of the X factor that broke the game open for them on offense. Because once they put him in, we had nobody to stop him. He was
bro.
taking off chunks of 10 and
You've
12
seen how
yard
they tag
carries.
teamed us in week 17. You've seen that tag team. We should not have won that game.
Yeah, I saw it.
No. I said it how I said it.
Oh.
That's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Okay, so we moving on to 8. What about who you got, Swar?
I'm gonna say Travis Etienne, and I'm gonna say him because the system he's in Jacksonville, with everything with Trevor Lawrence, able to share the ball with Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, Zay Jones, and Ingram there last year, and still get the purpose yards. Especially, I think he had broke some record as far as like within his frame. He's gonna have a breakout year, especially knowing they're gonna need him more. Then he can share more of the running load. He's gonna have a breakout year to be Pro Bowl and everything. So I got Travis Etienne 8, and then also like seeing the running backs going younger and younger. He's gonna be one of the breakout stars this year.
Sure, he actually gonna really need the breakout year because after that contract they just gave Trevor,
yeah,
he's not getting a second contract in Jacksonville. I don't think, especially with the running back market.
And then that could help. That could help the case of him breaking out, having like a Josh Jacobs type of year, to where following year he didn't get anything, then he just signed a big contract with an opposing team. So it could be kind of like a Josh Jacobs year for him.
Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that one. Okay, Chris, go 8. Because now it's like what are the 8s you have above Saquon Barkley? I'm intrigued.
I feel like this is respectful, bro. And y'all may have him higher. I'm not gonna cap. Age definitely played a part in this one, but I got Derrick Henry at 8, bro. I feel like that's respectful. I think he's gonna look really good next to Lamar. I want to see the Baltimore Ravens get back into running an option with a power back like Derrick. We've seen Lamar can throw the ball better than how he's been getting judged, since his rookie year. So I don't know. And Derrick Henry, just like Saquon, very consistent. He's a very consistent back, but he's a little older. Dude's like 30, 31, 32. He's a little older. So, I got Derrick Henry at 8 for that reason.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, damn, what? As we get on, like, who is
top 7? I already said top 7.
Okay, yeah, top 7 is gonna get crazy.
I swear to God, if you say Zeke anywhere on this
You
list,
small boy.
okay,
Oh boy.
Okay, Cam, who you got?
Zeke is great.
8, I got Pop. I think that's a really good spot for him. I was kind of surprised you had him at 10. Like, I thought you would have had him like a little bit higher than that, but I understand, and I think he could have been higher on my list also, like higher than 8. But I think just because he's playing literally with the best quarterback in the league, he's kind of being overshadowed right now. But Pacheco is a crazy great running back. I mean, he can do it all. He can go in there. He can block. He runs very, very hard. Catch out the backfield. I mean, he's great, and he's still young, and he's playing great under like a terrible contract that he has right now. Like he's outdoing it.
I'm mad because I just know. I mean, unless he just really loves KC, I just know we probably not gonna be able to keep him when his contract up because it's running back. It's like, but I'd be happy for him. All the stuff he's gone through in his personal life.
Yeah.
His second contract, because running backs really only get a second contract for real in this league. Yeah, go get your money, Pop.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at it. I wanted to put him higher. I was gonna leave it alone. I was like, I know he's a Chief. I don't want to be biased, but I'll put him at top 10 because I think obviously he's top 10 back. But potential, depending on how this year go, I think he could potentially crack top 5 if it's his third year. If he breaks out like I think he can. But I'm not mad at that one. For 8, for me, I think this guy, and this is more so potential in the offense he's in. I think Devon Achane, however it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I'm getting it wrong, but in that Miami offense, I think he's gonna be running back 1 this year. And I seen a picture of him a couple weeks ago. He's beefed up a little bit, so he's not as scrawny. That dude got wheels.
Yeah.
And McDaniel's offense, and you got Tyreek and Waddle and all the misdirection and motion. I mean, until he got hurt last year, he was damn near finna break records for for average rush yards per attempt. Like he was like damn near averaging like I think 20 plus rush yards per attempt because he was just going for like 80 every time. It could be really, really scary if he gets a running back one load in that offense and he's able to stay healthy. Yeah. It could be fireworks in Miami. They might mess around and put another 60 or 70 on somebody's head this season if they, they don't come playing right on that particular Sunday. So I think HN definitely has potential to be in that top 10 running back. So I put him at 8.
I respect it.
All right.
7. Yeah, 7.
This one I'm gonna take Jahmyr Gibbs. Only like you said, the two back. Yeah, I know it's kind of low for me, I know. But sharing the ball with David Montgomery is gonna be kind of hard to see like what can he do move forward. However, he is top 3 of being one of the best dual backs. Like, able to catch off the pass to like that. He's literally one of the best, if not the best. But as far as all-purpose yards as a running back, just like rushing and everything, it's gonna be hard with David Montgomery, especially he a power back and goal line. So I think I feel real comfortable putting him at 7. Just what I see.
Yeah, no, I mean, the moment they unlock him for rolling Detroit, I think that's when that offense goes to like a really whole different level. Because I think you're gonna have Ross St. Brown, Jamison Williams. I think he's finally due to like actually, have a good season. All the struggles he's went through, come back from injury, suspension, and you have Gibbs in the backfield. That's gonna be, off the play action with Goff. That's 3 solidified options right there. So I'm excited to see what they do with him this year. I would suspect he's gonna get a bigger load. I just don't know how much with Montgomery, but he should definitely work. Yeah, no pause. That was kind of crazy.
Crazy. Hey yo.
Yeah, big load.
Yeah.
I was just hoping if I kept talking, nobody was gonna.
In my head I was like, hey yo, big load.
Why y'all saying it again, bro? It's 3 times.
I'm just saying, bro. He should get a crazy big load.
All right. Yeah.
Let's hear this. Let's go, Chris.
It's not crazy.
Go ahead.
You gotta respect this one. You're gonna be like, okay.
I just want to hear it.
I got Kyron Williams.
Okay.
I got Kyron. But it's for every reason Cam said, and also, didn't he not finish like top 5 in rushing yards last season?
Oh no, he did.
Kyron
He was going
crazy after missing
four games.
4 games. Yeah,
that's insane to me.
Insane.
So I think putting him at number 7 is I think he's gonna do well as long as he stays healthy. That it is gonna be scary to see what he ends with if he gets as many touches as he did when he came back and he gets the full 17-week game, or is it 18 now? 17?
It's 17 games, 18 weeks. Yeah, no,
okay.
That's fair. I actually got Kyron at 7 too. So
yes, I did something good. Let's go.
For everything you and Kim both said, but it's the only fear for me not putting him in top 5 is like Kim said, he's kind of been injury prone early in his career, and then I also think they got Blake Corum specifically for that reason to kind of spell him so they don't have to run him into the ground. But when he gets the ball, he's going to produce in that offense. It just is what it is. So, yeah, Kyron Williams at 7. That's a good pick, Chris. That's a good pick.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great pick.
Bro, I'm the best football mind on this podcast.
Go ahead, Kel. Who you got?
Right.
At my 7, I got Jahmyr Gibbs. So I'm gonna say first, like on my like I think like 2 guys for my receivers. I got them on that list because I think at some point they can reach into like they can go higher, and I think the same thing with Gibbs. When you look at him, man, it's the eye test. Like I said, I'm really big on eye test, and he has stuff like he has it, and it's a shame that he's behind Monty, but they, the Lions are still using him right in right situations or whatever. Like Cam was saying, he's probably already a top 3 pass catching back in the league. I mean, he can completely just do it all, and man, he's probably the biggest threat on the Lions, I feel like, for offensive wise, either him or AJ Brown for sure. Not AJ Brown.
Brown.
Yeah, Amon St. Brown. So yeah, man. I got Jahmyr Gibbs at 7.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. And they can really, if they want, I'm sure they might explore it. They could really split him out wide if they wanted to, and
Yes, for
keep
sure.
Montgomery in the backfield. And then it really gets scary. Him, St. Brown, Williams, all out on the outside. Yeah, and Laporta at tight. Like they got weapons over in Detroit. It's that we're gonna get into divisional stuff within the coming weeks, but that division is gonna be so tough. The NFC North. So definitely not mad at Jahmyr Gibbs. Like I think we all putting him kind of at near the end of the top 10 because we just don't know. But potential wise, hell yeah,
Oh yeah,
he's a top 3
Yeah.
if he actually gets utilized for real. The things he can do on the football field, nah.
Why are you smiling, Cam?
Because I look at you.
I just want to let y'all know I'm looking at a list and I ain't touched it. This is what I'm gonna say is what y'all getting.
Oh damn. Okay, Spot. Let's kick it to 6. What about 6?
I'm gonna say Joe Mixon.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, like Cam said, he's the most consistent running back, even with Joe Burrow being out majority of the year last year to a season-ending injury, cracking up like 4 or 5 1K yards in a row. Even having games we suspended or being hurt and still to do that. He's probably one of the most underrated running backs in the league right now, consistent wise. And then he's just an all-purpose back. Like he can give you the points, give you the yards, stuff like that. So I think putting him 6 is literally especially for his consistency. I feel like he can continue that in the new offense in Houston with a new O-line, actually a better O-line, actually. And then you have a young up-and-coming QB, got new weapons around you, and he can catch out the backfield as well. He's very good running back, catching the backfield. I feel like in that system, he's really going to turn up. So I see a career year for him this year as well, especially him in his prime now.
He for sure has as good an argument as anybody for best pass catching back in the NFL. Whether people like that or not, it's the truth. And it's funny because now Cam got a root for him, and that's an Oklahoma dude. So
Killing myself, bro. Oh, it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Go ahead, Chris. Hit us with your 6, dog. What is this?
This right here is hopefulness. I'm hoping Bijan Robinson has a breakout year.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he has a breakout. I think with Kirk in the back, we know Kirk is, he's Kirk, it's whatever. But he's a pass threat. So maybe the defense ain't gonna be looking at Bijan the whole time. That's why I got him at 6. And he already good with the team that was last year. Like he's already a really good.
Worried about
you feel me?
Ritter star, yeah.
Right, exactly. So they give him some space and he can actually get through the line. I mean, he's a one cut back, bro. All he needs is one move and he gone. So, and we've seen it. So I got him at 6.
Okay, no, I like that one. I like that one.
Yes.
At 6, I got Travis Etienne. Year one.
I Travis Etienne, man.
Yeah,
that's very high.
Nah, bro. He has it. Like same with Gibbs. He has it. Like eye talent. When the eye test is there, talent wise is there, the stats is there, and he's also. I mean, I know we keep saying this about pass catching, but I mean, no, like he's literally like go look at the stats. He's one of the ones for the pass catching backs, like yards wise. You can see he's probably up there or whatever. And then he's playing along with Trevor Lawrence, and so he's probably not seeing as many heavy boxes like that either. But he's doing what he's doing. So, and I got Travis Etienne at 6. I think that's a good spot for him.
No, that's a good one. I guess maybe there's gonna be some Jaguars fans that watch this. This is gonna be mad at me. Travis Etienne did not make my list.
He not on my list either.
And maybe that's very wrong of me. But for the upcoming year, I just didn't see him as being the top 10. But he has an argument for it, definitely. And if Trevor Lawrence can finally progress his game like we thought he should be, because he's been a prodigy since high school, that definitely opens up the game even more for Travis Etienne. So there's definitely potential there. But as for my 6, this one, he's definitely at his apex. We've seen it, and he was top back in the league. Then he's been dealing with a couple injuries the last couple years, contract negotiations. He got his contract finally. He's healthy, And I mean, his quarterback is a wild card. We don't know what he is, but I think he could be really, really good. I'm gonna go Jonathan Taylor.
Oh wow.
If Anthony Richardson can be as good as we think we can be, and then you got to worry about him on like a read option behind that offensive line and Quentin Nelson, and Jonathan Taylor is going to be right back to what we saw a few years ago when he was the best running back in the league and rushed for the most yards. He's always been good since his Wisconsin days, but like I said, he dealt with a couple of nagging injuries the last couple of years, and then he was in that weird like, oh, I'm a holdout, I'm not, and then Irsay was like, well, I'm not paying you, and then they paid him, and he came back. So I think I put him at 6, but that, like I said, it's a wild card with Richardson in that offense, but he definitely could very easily be top 3 once again, if not, all the way at the top when it's all said and done at the end of this upcoming season. So that's who I got at 6. Now we get into the top 5. This is where it gets really good because
look at my list. I'm gonna go Kyron Williams, number 5. And I say that because him missing the 4 games, even though he been been injury prone, him missing 4 games and still being top 5 in rushing yards is really phenomenal, especially at being a second year back. Took that Rams team to playoffs, Pro Bowl and everything like that. Doing this in an offense that featured Puka and Cooper Kupp, to put up the numbers like that, with sharing that with 2 of the top 5, top 10 receivers in the league. Yeah, I gotta put him. I gotta put him 5. Like, he's gotta be top 5. The only thing that scared me is obviously his injuries, but I feel like them getting Blake Corum's gonna rejuvenate that mindset. Like, I can't lose my job, basically. Like, he don't want to go out like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, for example. Like, go out and you lose your job to the rookie. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's gonna turn up this year.
Okay, I'm not mad. at it. Go ahead.
Let's hear this.
Okay, my number 5. My number 5 is the same reason Bijan is my number 6, except historically his quarterback is better. I got Brees at number 5.
Okay.
It's the same exact reason. It's the same exact reason. It's just his quarterback's better and he has more threats, on the as wide receiver. So it really opens up, and he's already good. So
yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I'm really eating right now.
I'm good. I think he's top 5 potential. We just haven't been able to see it because the Jets have been a dumpster fire ever since he's got there. But hopefully Aaron Rodgers stays healthy. I mean, I don't think he'll be MVP level Rodgers that we used to see, but I don't think he's fallen off a cliff completely. Brees should have a good year if he's able to stay healthy. Let's pray to God because they play on that MetLife turf. That shit exponentially increases the chance you tear your ACL any given play, and he got 8 home games over there. So
we got 8 chances to do it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Kel.
I feel bad because I left Breece Hall out of my top 10.
Yes, you must have forgot about him.
He's not mine too.
No,
because the injuries, so that the field.
Running backs is hard, bro.
Yeah, it's very hard. I feel like you can put.
I got him in the top 12.
Yeah, like you could put I test wise, yes, he's definitely like a top 10 running back. Talent wise, yes, but I don't know. Like, I just feel like these other guys kind of just had him over. Yeah. And like I said, I love Breece Hall. Like, I had his rookie year, I had him on my fantasy team, and then he tore his ACL. I was in pain. I was like, damn, that's tough. But at 5, I got Derrick Henry. I think last year going into the season, he was for sure a top 3 running back. But man, he's getting older, and it's insane how the Titans was doing him, giving this man 25 to 30 touches a game. I'm like, bro, this man's body is literally finna break down. Like, I feel bad. Like, I feel bad for bro. Like, bro, like y'all ran this man, bro. Yeah, he's 31. Like, they are running this man into the ground, and you can, like, even though he still had 1,000 yards, was crazy. But I mean, it took him he had 300 400 rushing attempts, which is crazy. Yeah, even though he still had 1,000, you can still tell that like he's kind of losing a step a bit. And I got him at 5. I didn't want to like disrespect him too much, but I think 5 is a good spot for him. So I got him at 5. I think him and Lamar are gonna be like really good though together. So we'll see.
Okay. This one is solely based off projection. I got 5. I got Josh Jacobs. And that Green Bay offense with Matt LaFleur, he got his contract that he wanted. He was unhappy in Vegas. They wasn't paying him. Obviously, you got the up-and-coming Jordan Love. Got a lot of young talent over on that Green Bay offense. They got rid of Aaron Jones this season. A.J. Dillon is not the every down back they thought he could be. I think he's going to thrive in that offense. You think we'll see another leap from Jordan Love, which is directly going to help his game out. And Matt LaFleur, I mean, he doesn't really get the credit because he's kind of overshadowed by guys like McVay and Shanahan over in the NFC. But they all come from the same tree. And LaFleur is damn near just as good. He's got every argument to put him in a combo with those same coaches. And, I mean, I think since he started, he has like one of the best winning percentages as a head coach since he's come into the league as a head coach with Green Bay back in 2019 or 2020. So I think Josh Jacobs is going to highly benefit. He's kind of in that same mold as Aaron Jones. They kind of got the same play style. He could catch out the backfield as well. I think he's bona fide. I don't know what the props are right now, but he's bona fide over 1,000 yards as long as he stays healthy. I think in that Green Bay offense, I'm thinking really probably around the 1,200 range. The way they can feed him in that LaFleur scheme, so that's why I got a 5.
So for 4, this will get interesting. I was actually gonna say Josh Jacobs for 4, and it was gonna be the same exact reason. The only thing I'm gonna add to it is that even though we said like a ton of running backs that can catch out the backfield, he's another prime example. Like if I had to like list all the running backs that can catch out the backfield, it would be him, Rashad White, James Cook, them are like top running backs, and he's one of them. So I'm gonna put him in that for exact reason. He got the money he wanted. He's in a new offensive scheme, and the thing with the Raiders is their O-line wasn't great. So even though he'll put up numbers like that with O-line is bottom 5 of the league. So now you with a decent O-line with a younger team, probably one of the youngest teams in the league, actually. Now they made some moves in the offseason. He's going to take over. And then now that because A.J. Dillon obviously up and down, but with the departure of Aaron Jones leaving, he can take over as a younger running back. So I got him at 4.
I'm just trying to think who could Chris even possibly have at this point.
I feel like I know this.
I know we all know who number 1 is. So I'm just like, what else is? Who is your 4?
I feel like I know who's 4. I'm gonna let him say it though.
Who you think it is?
Nah, say it.
No, you say it.
No, say it.
No, you say it.
All right. I feel like for number 4. Hold on, I got two of them. Either you're gonna say
you already said Barkley, Bijan, and Derek on your list already, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
Whoever you got at 4. Oh,
who?
Jonathan Taylor?
He haven't said Gibbs yet.
I said Chubb, but Chubb came off an injury, so I said never mind. I forgot.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Chubb didn't make my list.
Yeah, he didn't make my list either. It's an injury.
Yeah, he didn't make
Price. It's the guy on your shirt.
Oh,
I got Pocket 4, bro. It really shocks me y'all got him so low because I feel like y'all should use him more.
Oh, I say it every damn podcast episode.
Yeah, I would think, like, I don't know, bro. The way I look at sports, if something works, do it. And if it don't work, don't do it. But it works. And yeah, it works. It works really well. And I know last year, obviously, like everybody would say, and it's true. That was Pat's like least talented group on the offensive side of the ball, like ever. And then y'all pick up what's dude Hollywood, and then the other dude, what's the other dude name?
Worthy.
Worthy. And yeah, those are great receivers, and I would love to see these rookie receivers have a great starting year, but there's no guarantee of that. I think Pacheco, like you said, coming into his third year, he's gonna catch his groove. We seen him run that ball hard. We seen him catch the ball. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't use him more.
I don't know.
Especially like play action reads. That's gonna really get the receivers, those rookie receivers, open. Now everybody rushing the box. They can just hit a quick little slant, hit your little Travis Kelce. I don't know. I see Pacheco getting used a lot this year.
No, I say I'm the biggest proponent of when we got 2nd and 4, just run the ball, and he might get the first down, or he's gonna get us closer, and then we can put the ball back in Mahomes' hand, or we can hand it to him short. I don't know why we don't do it half the time, especially when we play the Bengals. That's what drives me crazy, because the way they play defense versus us the last 2 years, Pacheco, every time we give him the ball on a second or third or fourth, he would get the first, but then when we throw it, they drop 8 in coverage, and it'd be like nobody's open when they drop an 8. Hand the ball off. So yeah, I'm excited. I think Pacheco really breaks out this year, but it's to be seen. It's to be seen. So,
at 4, I got Saquon. I just think he's been very consistent throughout his career. I know he's been dealing with like injuries, but it's kind of like BS injuries, like the injuries he's been dealing with or whatever. Like it's like injuries that he can't really control, type of stuff. But no, when he's playing, I mean, he's easily one of the best running backs in the league. When he's healthy, whatever. And I mean, he was running behind a bad Giants offensive line. Imagine what he's about to do with the Eagles, bro. He's about to go absolutely insane. So
Daniel Jones at quarterback.
Daniel Jones at quarterback.
What's the Italian dude they have? I forget his name right now. I'm blanking.
I know you're talking about that back there.
I know you're talking about
because he was doing this, right?
Yeah.
I don't know
bro, what is bro's name, bro?
Like Italian.
That's gonna piss me off. They were saying it. Something Don. Wouldn't they call him like? No. I'm talking about Daniel Jones. That's Danny Don. Oh fuck, bro. Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up. But no,
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito, yeah.
DeVito, no, but that is. I think when we look back at that in 10 years and to be like, the Giants gave Daniel Jones $140 million over just paying Saquon Barkley.
Crazy.
That might be one of the worst front office decisions in modern NFL history. When it's all said and done, I still don't know to this day. Remember, we used to have the running joke. Me and Cam, we would say they're not even the New York Giants; they're the New York Saquons. However Saquon plays, that's how the game goes. And for whatever reason, because Daniel Jones didn't just look complete ass that year, they paid him instead when it was clear as day. Saquon was carrying the team, and it was helping Daniel Jones at the end of the day, not the other way around. So, that's definitely valid. And, I think he's going to ball out in that Eagles offense as long as he stays healthy. Like you said, it's like freak injuries. He'll get rolled up on, and his ankle gets sprained, and then he's out for a couple weeks. But, that's the only reason I thought having him at 9 was a little wild, Chris. He's in a much better offense.
I don't think he's going to get used, bro.
The only thing he'll get screwed on is, he run the ball and get tackled at the 1. You already know what time it is. He not getting
that's part of y'all. Yeah, that's part of the problem.
I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be interesting to see without Kelce and how much y'all do it this year and how effective it is.
Hey, like they handpicked Cam Jurgens for a reason.
That's gonna be interesting. But
when you ain't stout you, man, you already know.
But at my 4, man, now I put him at 4 just because we haven't seen it yet. But this guy can very easily be number 1, and it wouldn't be a shocker to anybody. Because, like Cam said, some guys you just see it. He's got it, and Cam has watched it for years and years and years. Bijan, man, he's one of the, if not the most talented running back in the league. It's just a matter of actually him getting the role to be the number 1 back in the league. I think he's definitely gonna get that opportunity this year. Kirk Cousins, I don't know. I mean, it kind of scares me. He's 34, coming off an Achilles injury, but they're gonna have to respect him at least a little bit. You got Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Open it up. Bijan can run the ball. He can catch the ball. Like you said, one move, he's gone. You miss, you blink, he's to the end zone. And honestly, shit, he might have the best hands at running back if we're gonna keep it a buck, because he be making some crazy ass catches. And so I'm excited to see what they do with him in Atlanta this year. Obviously, they got the new coach. I think he will be the focal point of the offense. If he's not, they're what are we doing, Atlanta? Like he should be the focal point clearly. So I put him at 4 just because we haven't seen it yet, but he has it to be number 1. And I think if they use him right, he'll easily be number 1. Now we into the top 3.
Top 3.
All right, my 3.
I'm just like, Chris, whoever you have at 2 and 3, I must not have on my list at all. Go ahead, kid. Swat, go ahead.
For 3, I'm gonna go. This one gets real tough, man. I'm gonna go Bijan, bro. I'm gonna go Bijan because he's not dealing with Desmond Ritter anymore. It all depends. It all falls on how healthy Kirk Cousins is. But at the same time, if he's quote unquote not ready for the season, that's why I see why they drafted Michael Penix. That having that connection and him able to be a dual threat running back on top of seeing the numbers he put up on a minimum usage, to where at one point Atlanta got fined for not even playing a single down for him, and now that he's with a whole different team, whole different head coach.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's going to be in the top 3 range, especially he's young. The only thing will be like the down set is seeing how they play under Raheem Morris now, a new head coaching. But at the same time, with him bringing him in and you bring another QB and Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix Jr., you got Kyle Pitts can play freely now, so you got to watch him. You got to see what Drake London does. They brought in some weapons like Darnell Savage, for example. Not Darnell Savage, Darnell Mooney. Yeah, Mooney bringing him in, so that's another wide receiver threat. Don't they still have Matt Collins too as well in Atlanta? Yeah, so that's 3 receivers you got to watch, and they're not head of table type of receivers, but they're bringing some numbers. So now it gets a chance. Everybody can't watch Bijan unless he's going quarterback spot or something like that. So he's gonna have a great year. I see a career year for him. He's gonna crack into the 1K range, Pro Bowl. Yeah, I got Bijan top 3.
Yeah, no. I think he could easily get 1,500 all-purpose yards.
Yeah.
Probably 12 touchdowns. Like the sky's the limit for that dude. It's very rare that you pick a running back that high, but he's worth the pick. That's why it was so crazy the way they used him last year. And good thing they got Arthur Smith up out of there, because he definitely didn't know what he was doing. But go ahead, Chris.
Bro. So y'all know last year NFC was tight for that number 1 seed. I'm watching all the games. I seen the dude in person. And you just said it earlier. He's a top 3 running back. I know we not sure because he got to share the ball with Monty. I think they're going to get Montgomery out. I don't think they're going to get him out of there. But Jameer is the better running back. I've literally seen it with my eyes. There is no reason they shouldn't be using him the same way the Chiefs should be using Pacheco. I got Jameer number 3. He's a top 3 running back. Okay.
So you really went with potential on that one. That's fair.
You think so? I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's potential. I feel like it's literally just the somebody says, hey, let's give Jameer the starting position.
As a potential, I'm not saying he not top 3. Like I think he got top 3. I'm saying the potential is there if they use him like a top 3 back.
Yeah.
And that's
which I hope they will, because it makes sense.
They got to. There's no, because it's running back. NFL, not for long. You don't know what you're gonna get. You got to use them because you've spent a 1st round draft pick on them, so they got to use them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That boy tough though.
He is for sure.
Go ahead, Cam.
Person, boy.
At 3, I got my UT guy Bijan Robinson. Man, I think once this year, I don't want to be biased. I'm glad y'all got him this high.
Look like you was finna cry. That's why,
bro. I think at the end of the year, we're gonna look back and say, okay, he's the best running back in the league
Yeah,
for
I hope
sure.
for it.
You know, they should definitely use him as a workhorse. I don't know why they didn't his rookie year. Maybe they trying to save his legs or whatever. But man, he has some of the best highlight plays I've seen for a minute for a running back. I mean, his jukes are incredible. He can run you over if you really wanted to. He's super fast. I mean, he could do everything, and he can catch out the backfield at a very high level. So yeah, I got Bijan at 3. Like I said, at the end of the year, we very much could be saying, yeah, he's the best clear-cut running back in the league for sure.
Sure. My 3, man, I think y'all kind of sleeping on him a little bit. I know he getting older, but I just think dude is a unicorn, dog. Derrick Henry, bro. I know he's old. I know he's had hella carries over his NFL career, but I mean, I think we've all seen the graphic of his high school stats. This man has literally been getting 300 plus carries every year since he was like 15.
Bro, that is so true, bro.
And he's not slowed down. He not slowed down. Now you put him on a Ravens offense that is way better than what they had going on in Tennessee last year, and you got Lamar. I mean, that read option might be the best in the game because you obviously have to respect Lamar's legs. And Derrick Henry, like, I get he's older. The speed, he still got speed. Like, he can still break off 60, 70 any given moment. And you gonna get him into some one-on-one situations with the linebacker who don't know if he need to go get Lamar or go get Derrick. And by the time Derrick got the ball, Derrick's face is in his face mask, pinning him to the ground. Yeah, nah. Derrick Henry, I think he still deserves top 3. The fact that he was able to still get 1,000 yards over in that garbage fire that was Tennessee last year. I don't know what they had going on. The only reason he didn't get 1,000 2 years ago was because he got injured. And that was really just one of those kind of freak injuries that happened to him. But before that, he was on pace to damn near have like, I think 1,600 that year. He's just a unicorn. I don't know why his body should be in pieces right now, the way they was running him as a child. And then he gets to Alabama and they ran him the same way. I don't know what it is, but I don't think he's stopping this year. I just think in that Baltimore offense, he's only gonna get better. I'm not saying he's gonna go for 2,000 yards like he did back with Tennessee, but easily 1,000 yards, easily probably 1,300 yards if we keep him a buck, and he'll have probably about 10 touchdowns, if not more, because they're gonna feed him in the red zone, and yeah, it's gonna be tough to stop that.
When do the Texans play the Ravens, Cam?
Christmas.
So that's 200 yards right there. You just got to get 1,400 more.
Nah, we not to stop him now. We stop him now, man. We stop him now. he did used to kick us down.
Boy, what?
Man, he used to put his nutsacks on our faces and just fucking smoke our shit, bro.
Whoa.
Can't stand that dude, bro. He used to smoke us every time he played us. He used to love. He's to circle our games every single year. Like, oh, I can't wait to play them 2 times a year.
That's 400 yards. Man.
Oh man! Now we move into the top 2.
Top 2.
Now we finna see if
it's
Cam.
Not crazy.
I know it's not. I just want to see what he did because obviously he's an Eagles fan, so I want to see who he's got it to. Because then we know who's at 1.
I got Saquon at 2.
Okay, boy, I was about to walk off. Yeah.
Wow, bro, y'all truly don't know me, bro. Y'all think I'm gonna put Saquon at 1? No, I got Saquon
he has
at 2.
argument to be number 1.
He has an argument, bro. But
what about number 9?
We all know who number 1 is. But I got Saquon at 2. Like Cam said, he's in a new offense. Better, one of the best O-lines in the league. And a fact that nobody said yet, he actually been way healthier now than he's been in previous years, and that's a result of having being behind like a trash O-line, having injuries that should never happen. You playing on MetLife Stadium behind the horrible offense, so them two don't gel together. But he finally got the contract he wants. He's still in his prime. He's joined a better team that knows about winning culture. with one of the best O-line coaches in O-line. I got him that too. And then that RPO with Jalen is gonna be mean. Like, you putting two of the best runners on the same team. Both can squat 600 plus. And so now you got to figure out, like, do you want to stop the RPO with Jalen or with Saquon? And another thing about him, he's a very underrated blocker too. So with that being said, he can block to where he has the backfield, playing like a mini tight end, get the catch out the backfield, take it to the house. I got Saquon too, man. I feel like he can make an argument for one, like y'all said, but number two, I got him right there.
Shit, because in New York, they was damn near putting 9 in the box with Daniel Jones back there for Saquon, so he really had no breathing room. And he's going to face a light box with Philly, so yeah, no. I agree. I would assume Cam Sanders probably has Barkley at 2 as well. Or did you already say Barkley?
I had Saquon at 4.
Yeah,
okay,
Saquon
never mind.
4.
Okay, never mind. Well, I had him at 2 as well for all those same reasons. I think he's gonna ball out there. Yeah, good offensive line. Obviously, losing Kelsey is that's a Hall of Famer. You just lost maybe the best center of all time. But like you said, got a good replacement that y'all been training, for the last couple years. Jalen, RPO. Only thing that's gonna affect Saquon's stats if he get tackled at the 1. That's it. But Cam Sanders, you give us your 2, and then we're gonna swing it to Chris. I have no idea who your number 2 is.
Bro,
honestly,
it's not that deep, bro. It's not.
Go ahead.
Nah, and my 2, I don't know why y'all sleeping on this dude. Now I guess he gotta show y'all, but I got Jonathan Taylor at 2. I think it's clear cut. He's second best running back in the league. I know he's been dealing with injuries, whatever, but when he's healthy, I mean, y'all saw that last game he had versus us, and we didn't even have a bad running defense last year. He just I mean, okay, when I have these guys in the top 3, top 2 players, I'm thinking, okay, who can go out there and single-handedly win a game for them, for his team, whatever. And I think Jonathan Taylor can simply do that better than anybody else on this, on this list or whatever. And if you want to say like you think Derrick Henry and Lamar might have the best read option, I think Anthony Richardson and and Jonathan Taylor might have the best read option in the game. And then plus he might even see light boxes because I think Anthony Richardson gonna be one of the ones. Anthony Richardson gonna be nice, bro. He and the crazy thing about it, he really didn't even get a chance to play with Anthony Richardson. Yeah, he didn't.
He was still doing his little holdout, and then Anthony Richardson got hurt. Yeah, no.
So
As I was saying, this I don't disagree with you at all. It's just been 2 years now since we've seen him be the best. But I think he very well could easily be the best. But like I said, it's these running backs, they all can be the best.
I think this is gonna be like his first offseason since that second year where he finally can get back to working on stuff and stuff like that, because the year before last year he got hurt at the end of the year. So he had to deal with his injury throughout the whole offseason, and then he came back and he was sitting out and stuff like that. But I think I think he's number 2, man. Christopher,
bro. So my number 2 may be a little biased, bro, because they got a star on their helmet. Nah, just joking. I'm just joking. No, I kind of cheated on my number 2 because I chose a duo. I put Achane and Mostert up there, bro. I did. I put him up there because of the same reason with Jameer, same reason with Isaiah. It's the fact that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You want to talk about players that can single-handedly win you a game? The only reason that Miami really won games last year is because they were rushing the hell out of the ball. You can put Tyreek in that too if you want to. Nope. Everybody, when they faced Miami last year, they knew what their game plan was. And they could not stop it until the playoffs, obviously. But then you got to blame. I don't think you blame them for that. Yeah. I don't think you blame them for that. I mean, they went up against the Super Bowl champs. So what do you do with that? But
it's Tua. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was Tua. Yeah, but in regard to I think they're only a 2 together. I don't know if I would put them on this. Maybe Achan at like 10 or 9. But I think together, that's like that offensive scheme is very dangerous in regards
Yeah,
to
no. Moser went crazy with the touchdowns last year.
And I had Achan on my fantasy team, so I loved it.
Oh, yeah, I hate Chain too.
He was giving me like 40 every week.
Bro, I was crying when he
when he got hurt.
I'm like, bro,
I kept him.
no.
I kept him, bro. I'll drop anybody else. I kept him.
Just in case.
Well, we're at 1 now, but I'm pretty sure we all have the same one.
Yeah, it's not even.
Yeah, C-Mac. Yeah, he's
not even.
Number
I wrote
one.
C-Mac. I didn't even write Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, C-Mac. He's that dude. Obviously, people were worried about his health, but I mean, he had a very healthy year now. Obviously, his usage, he could get injured this year, but like if he's healthy, he's the top back in the league, and you put him in a Shanahan offense that's almost like a built-in cheat code because he's already a cheat code as a player himself, and then that combined, you can't stop it. Honestly, it's again, I don't know why Shanahan don't run the ball in the Super Bowls like he should, but I thank him for it because if they would have just chose to just run Christian McCaffrey as the game wore on, I don't know if we would have been able to stop it necessarily. But yeah, that dude's a beast. Been a beast since Stanford was a beast in Carolina. Just dealt with some injuries, and now 49ers, as you know, he's kind of in his prime. It's really not stoppable. You just gotta hope that Brock Purdy maybe turn over the ball and give you 1 or 2 because you're not stopping Christian McCaffrey in that offense. But yeah, that wraps up running backs top 10. That was actually good. Chris with a very unique.
Yeah, it wasn't all that crazy though. Y'all thought it was gonna be like, y'all really thought Ezekiel Elliott was gonna be on there?
No, I didn't know you didn't.
Okay.
The only top 10 player I know that touched your list for real is CD. Maybe Dak, but I know CD is the only one for sure. I know Dak
is crazy. Y'all really thought I can put Saquon 1. I'm really baffled. Like, no, I ain't that biased.
I'm not even biased. I thought you would have said like, the potential in y'all's offense. He will be,
he got an argument for it, but I can't go against C-Mac, bro.
Yeah, no, if they do choose to run the ball with him like that, yeah, for sure.
Because bro, it's McCaffrey, bro. And that offense, Shanahan is a crazy mastermind. So if I had to pick like which offense is better, obviously San Francisco was better than Philly's offense.
I need it.